Alright, everybody, what up? I actually got my memory card working in my phone for once, so fingers crossed that it won't break. I was talking to Granddaddy Dilly and he wanted to hear a funny story, so I figured I would tell you guys about my 25th birthday. Actually, all the stories I have are pretty funny. There's a couple. I'm just gonna tell you about my drinking problems, probably. It's just my ferrets are fighting. Okay, so I had a problem for a while where I, with my depression, didn't want to feel anything. And in the process of doing it, I didn't want to take antidepressants. Instead, I decided that I was just going to solve it the old-fashioned way and I was going to drink. That being said, it all started when I turned 21. No, I'm kidding. So, my 25th birthday, we decided we were going to go out and have a big bash because it was actually my golden birthday. Surprise! My golden birthday is when I was 25. Yay. Can you imagine if it was when I was 21? That would have been terrible. So, my 25th birthday, we decided we were going to go out. I invited a bunch of my coworkers at the time, and I invited my mom and my brother and everybody that I knew pretty much. Because I wanted it to be special. It was my golden birthday. We had gotten a hold of a couple of my friends. We had told them what bar we were going to, and it actually happened to be an open jam night. Now, if you don't know what open jam is, it's where a local band will play, and you are welcome to go up on stage and play guitar with them, sing with them, do whatever. As long as they know the song that you're going to be singing so that they can play it, they have no problem with it. So, that being said, we were jamming out. I wasn't. They were. But before it had even started, Nate brought his guitar. He wasn't feeling good. Nate, by the way, is also known as Fat Jesus. It depends on who you want to talk to. But for tonight's purposes, he is Nate. So he was jamming out on his guitar. Not really. He was sick. So we get there, and he's sick. Sick as hell. Probably had the flu, if I remember correctly, because I had just gotten over being sick a week or two before. So he's sick. He's not feeling good. Everybody can see it. Like, he's pale as hell. Like, there's clearly something wrong. He should not be out in public, kind of sick. And we're just about to start. A couple of my friends come in. Heath, the bar owner, by the way, he's an awesome dude. He laughs about it, and he goes, yeah, somebody had called and asked about a birthday party being here, and I didn't know anything of it. And I started laughing, and I was like, that's my birthday. And that's when everybody in the bar found out it was my birthday, and that I was turning 25. Along with being depressed, I don't like my birthday because I feel like it's 1 year closer to just dying, and I have this weird feeling that I'm not going to live past 50-ish. You like that ish at the end? 50-ish. So, I hate getting old, and I dread it very much. But I told everybody that night, my birthday, I'm turning 25. I was so super stoked and everything else. By the way, I'm not 25 anymore. Fun fact. So yeah, I told them all, you know, it's my birthday, I'm turning 25, I'm excited, yada, yada, yada. So Nate says that he doesn't feel good. I'm getting text messages from some of my coworkers. They're next door playing darts at the bar next door. They had Dart League or whatever. And I was like, oh, great, I'll be right there. Showed up. At this point, I already had one drink. Nate was just drinking, I think it was like water, because he didn't feel good. So I had one drink, and I bounced next door real quick. Nobody had been at the bar yet. I mean, it might have been like one or two of my friends. Nobody spectacular. Not as if, I don't mean nobody spectacular as if my friends weren't cool, but I mean nobody as in like not a giant group yet. So it was perfectly okay. So I bounced next door, I went and did a couple shots, and then I come back. And by the time I come back, I have another drink ready. I was like, well, damn. So one thing leads to another. My friends start showing up. My mom is there. Nate gets taken home. And my friends are like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, my coworkers are all like, I know you, da 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 da. We're all having fun, we're joking, we're laughing. In walks my mom from taking Nate home. And my mom, much to my surprise, now mind you, I had worked with these people for like a year and a half, 2 years already. None of them knew anything. Like, they knew my first name, they knew my last name. That was it. None of them had put anything together. But in walks my mom, and suddenly 3 friends, 4 friends, they're all listing off that they know her. It's my 25th birthday, and everybody knows my mom. And then come the stories of, I knew you when you were a baby. I changed your diapers. And then I start giggling because at that point I'm like, well, I'm old, so kudos to you for admitting you're old. But yeah, so I start drinking. I start doing more shots. We're doing more and more and more. And eventually I remember bits and pieces. So speed forward a little bit. The band starts playing some more. I'm jumping around. The other bars on the street are closing down early because it's not the weekend, not a Friday or a Saturday where they would be super busy and stay open all night. It was like a Sunday or like a Tuesday or something stupid. It was a slow day. And all the bars in the street had closed down early, and everybody's coming from those bars to our bar because our bar is still open. Obviously, open jam. We're not going to shut down early. We don't give a crap. They're all bouncing in. I'm jumping around. It's my birthday. Everybody in the bar knows it's my birthday. I'm dancing with random people. I had went and got another drink, and at that point, I do a shot with the bartender. She's awesome. I get my change back, and I put it down my shirt without even thinking. Go out to the dance floor. I'm dancing some more. My money is falling out of my shirt. Not my boobs, my money. I'm jumping around. If you've ever been drunk and had liquor and you start jumping, you know it's not a good mixture. It's definitely not a good combination. It should never be done. So I'm jumping around. My mom's over there picking the money up off the ground because I'm not even paying attention. It comes to the point where the night starts to slow down a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. A couple of my friends had to leave, so I was like, okay, great, you know, I'll see you at work, blah, 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 like, have fun, I'm so happy you came, thank you for coming, kind of thing. And then all of a sudden, that feeling in your stomach goes, and you're like, fuck, I'm either going to vomit all over the place, or I'm going to die right now. You know exactly the feeling, where you drank too much, you don't realize you've drank too much, you have no idea, no recollection of how much you've had. I book it to the bathroom and I start vomiting. At that point, they bring me a glass of water, and by they, I mean my mom, and one of the nurses that was there drinking that night on her night off. They're bringing me water, I'm sipping water, and I'm throwing up. From that, I don't remember too much. I remember bits and pieces after this. But my mom informed me that Chris, one of the guitar players, actually came into the bathroom to check on me, because I know at some point in the night, Corey and Chris had asked me if I had a ride home, and I told them, yeah, that's why my mom was there. But Chris comes in the bathroom to check on me. I asked him to hold my hair and tell me I'm pretty, that kind of thing. Like, this is the shit you only see in the movies. I'm literally throwing up, asking if I'm still pretty. Drunk Crystal cannot put it together. And so, from there, he says yes, blah, 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 and he has to go play another song. Finally, I get everything together. The bar is literally closing. Like, there's only a little bit left. And I come out of the bathroom. They give me a garbage bag to walk out to my van with because I'm still vomiting. And I basically gave myself alcohol poisoning. But they gave me a garbage bag to walk out to the car with. And the bartender thanks me for making it to the bathroom. He thanks me for making it to the bathroom, so nobody has to clean up my mess. They're all happy that I actually made it to the toilet and threw up in the toilet on time. But I get out to the car, and I remember arguing with my mom about the passenger side not having a door. I had a minivan at the time. And I told her that the passenger side doesn't have a door. I need to get in the driver's seat, and I can't get in the car otherwise. And she wouldn't let me. And I'm glad she wouldn't let me, because I would not have made it. There's no way in hell. But I think it might have been Chris, she said, that had to actually come out and convince me that there is a passenger door and that it's okay to get in the car. Chris and Corey, I think it was. And that I had to get in the car and that it would be okay. So they get me into the van, finally. They situate me or whatever. Because, again, drunk Crystal, not going to put it together, not having it. They finally get me in the van. I get home. I don't remember the drive home. I remember throwing up in the bag once in the van. That was about it. I don't remember the drive home. I know when I got home, I couldn't get out of the van very well. I opened the door. My mom had already come into the house. Like, unlocked the door, walked in. My dad's here. The kids are here. Nate's here. My dad and Tanya. My dad got it on video, and it was the worst ever. Speaking of video, there's actually another time that I got drunk and some stuff that happened. But that's on video as well. So, my dad got it on video. I got out of the van, and I basically fall over. And he kind of picks me back up, and he walks me into the house and sits me down on the corner of the couch. And at that point, I'm so drunk, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. And my dad goes, you need to go to bed, blah, blah, blah. And I told him, no, I can't, because the witch will get me. At this point, my mom had left. She just walked out the door. And my dad goes, no, the witch just left. And immediately passed out. I passed out. I would not fall asleep without my mom leaving. So that was my 25th birthday. Woke up feeling like death the next morning. There was another story that I have from when I was drinking. I went over to a friend Jimmy's house. Everybody calls him Gummy or Ho-Ho. It depends on who you are and what you're doing. And even one of the ex-bitches called him Bad Juju. I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit. His name is Jimmy. I went to his house. I was drinking at his house. And I remember at one point we were mixing. I was already pissed off because me and Dude Face weren't communicating very well. And I was getting frustrated about it. So I was going to take it out on drinking. By the way, if you ever do that, not a good idea. So, I was drinking. I had already had half the bottle of Kinky gone. I had already done a couple shots. And at this point, they come back and we actually start drinking. And Jimmy has all kinds of liquor in his house and he mixes it together. This shit tastes like gummy bears, like gummy candy, like gummy bear, gummy worm, like that kind of flavor. Like, it's sweet and delicious, and I wanted it. And he had made the comment, don't worry, I got you. Now, I don't remember too much of this night. I remember bits and pieces again. When you drink too much, you do tend to black out a bit. So I remember little bits and pieces from what I was told. I answered the phone. This is on video, by the way. I answered the phone and I asked Nate who he was, why he was yelling at me, that I didn't know who he was and why he would call me. I remember Lisa answering the phone and telling him that I was busy and hanging up. I remember being outside playing on a rocking horse, like one of the bouncing horses, and I almost fell off. I do remember a conversation where I was smoking a cigarette. I don't smoke anymore. Why I was doing it, I'm not really sure. But I was smoking a cigarette and I ended up burning my finger. And I was crying because I burned my finger, but at the same time I was laughing at the same time. I don't understand. Like, my brain just, it couldn't comprehend. And then apparently I was talking to people outside asking them what kind of Pokemon trainer they were, because at the time Pokemon was a really big thing and that we were just talking about it because they were coming out with Pokemon Go. But I was asking them what kind of Pokemon trainer they were and all this other stuff, and like I was telling them that they were the wrong Pokemon trainer for me because I'm a Squirtle, and also that, yeah, go ahead, take a moment, you can laugh. And all this other stuff. And then towards the end of the night, this is also on video, I remember Jimmy telling me that he was my baby's father, that he was my baby daddy. And I cried. I was bawling my eyes out, crying profusely, apologizing to his girlfriend, telling her that I'm so sorry I didn't know. I was that gone. I ended up passing out on the couch after throwing up again. I was throwing up and I was apologizing profusely, telling him that I was so sorry, that I didn't mean to, and all this other stuff. And of course, I mean, after you're that drunk, I do feel bad. I am the kind of person that I will throw up, but I will apologize for puking and feeling not good. Or I will apologize for being too drunk and having to throw up. I remember when I got hit in the nose with a baseball when I was younger. Actually, it was a softball. I got hit in the face with it, and Shannon took off her t-shirt and gave it to me. Shannon was an old friend. Took off her t-shirt and gave it to me, so I put it on my face so that I could kind of keep the blood to one spot, because I didn't have anything. We were literally in the middle of a baseball field. And I remember apologizing because I got her white shirt full of my blood off my nose. Like, I felt terrible. And then, of course, you know, her mom was a little upset because it was a white shirt and everything else. And I was like, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't mean to, kind of thing. But, yeah. So all that fun stuff. And that is the world of Crystal and her shenanigans. But no, there's been a couple times where I've had fun. I do a lot of stupid stuff. Mostly, though, I keep it under wraps. Like the one time that I was drinking with Twinkie and Jimmy and Rossman, and we were all walking around town, and I was really mad at Troy at the time, and I was really mad at Nate at the time as well. And like I was having a conflict at home with Nate, and I was also having problems with Dude Face, and it was not doing very well. So I was drinking with Twinkie, and I remember being told that Dude Face was seeing a girl behind my back. And at that point, I had lost it. Should I have believed them? Absolutely. Knowing what I know now, I probably should have, but did I? No, I didn't want to. I wanted to be numb. I didn't want to feel anything. Did I believe them? Yeah, I did. I don't know what's going on. I'm not always there. And your friends technically know more than your female lady friend. So we were drinking. Jimmy and I are passing back and forth the Fireball, because at this point he had been seeing this curly-headed caveman freak. We call her Caveman. But she got mad or whatever. Dude Face got mad, but Jimmy and I were passing this bottle back and forth. We got really fucked up. I got more fucked up than, I should have. But yeah, we were drinking that, and then we got a different bottle, and I'm chugging it in the park, and we're walking all over town, and then I remember holding on to Twinkie because I couldn't even walk straight anymore. And I remember playing Frogger with Twinkie, and at one point I asked him if he had a bathroom in his house. I don't know if you know, but it is 2017 now. Even if it's 2016, 2015, people have bathrooms in their houses. Like, clearly didn't put that together in my brain. But I do remember asking him if he had a bathroom in his house and if I could use it, because I really had to go. We stopped at the gas station, and then at that point in time, it was just, that's the end of it. I don't remember too much. I do remember not being able to drive myself home at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I also remember getting in more trouble with Fat Jesus when I got home. But it is what it is. I had fun. Did I kill my liver? Probably. Am I still here? Yes, I am. Did I learn my lessons? Yes. I don't drink as much anymore. I did have one major meltdown since all these stories. It was a couple weeks ago. I had a night where my friends came over, Smash and Dylan, and I drank way too much. And I remember Snapchatting in the bathroom that we're gonna die together. Like, the only reason that I remember this is because I saw it on Snapchat the next morning. I'm hugging the toilet and I'm telling Smash we're gonna die together and it's okay, and I'm laughing hysterically about it. But Twinkie had said that apparently I had called him that night crying, and I've done it more than once that I've called him crying when I'm drunk. So we've kind of just formed a friendship off of that and all this other random stuff. But yeah, so I have problems. Have I learned my lesson? Yes. Am I trying to get back into shape instead of drinking constantly? Absolutely. In fact, right now I am on day 4 of nothing but water. No soda, no juice, just water. And on that note, I gotta go get ready for work. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.